From the stage to the sideline, and now the studio in his mind, which is really in his basement. It's time for Blevins Nation Podcast. All rock, all football, all the time. Life. It's what happens. Now, here's your host, Coach B.
I can't believe a single word that she says. Devil's test. She needs a fix on a nicotine to stay clean. And I say, girl, don't you think you need a break? You have made a fatal mistake. She said, don't worry about anything. I am an invincible queen.
Hey, this is Jack Russell from Jack Russell's Great White. You listen to Blevins Nation Podcast.
Welcome to another episode of Blevins Nation Podcast, the rock show that's going to start a revolution with a little help from my friends. This episode, I'm talking with Sammy Sixx of Whiskey Kiss, guitar player, singer, songwriter, and hell of a spandex wearer. Anyway, sit down, hold tight, and open up your ears. The show starts now. All right, this is Coach B. And we're here on Blevins Nation Podcast, and talking on the phone today with Sammy Sixx, which I call him Sammy Poo, but you don't have to. He actually comes up in my phone as Sammy Poo. So if people ever see that, they'll be like, "What the heck?" But anyway,
yeah, okay, buddy.
He's with the band Whiskey Kiss. He's played with multiple bands. Started playing when he was how old were you?
I started playing when I was probably around 12.
Okay,
Cool. My
Anyway,
brothers played.
Anyway, this is Sam. Everybody, Sammy Sixx. Actually, Sam Donald goes by the name Sammy Sixx.
Right.
And anyway, so tell us a little bit about yourself.
I've been playing music in bands for, I guess, about 15 years now. Been at it.
That's all? Damn, it seems longer than that.
Yeah, it seems a lot longer than that. It feels like 30. But, yeah, I grew up around Jackson, Mississippi from Terry. Yeah, that's, I guess that's pretty much, that's pretty much been pedal to the metal since the beginning. Mm-hmm. Seems like, so.
Well, your first band, you were still in high school, right? Was your first band Simply Human?
Yeah, it was kind of right at the end of high school, kind of like my senior year. I was just kind of messing around, just jamming with some people that I went to school with, kind of garage band stuff. And then I met Cowboy, which he was playing with some guys from Florence, where he lived, and met him for a mutual friend, and we all kind of got together and started jamming. And then, we had our first real band, Simply Human, and we did that for about, I guess we were a band about 4 years or so.
Okay. God, that seems longer, too. I guess I'm getting old as shit, man.
I know, man.
Anyway, all right, so Simply Human, y'all put out a couple of CDs. I know at least one.
Yeah, we put out one, and we put out, it's hard to remember, it so long ago. I think it was, and we put out like an EP as well, like right towards the end of our career, I guess if you want to call it that. So.
Okay.
But we did that, and then I moved along to a different band out of Laurel, Mississippi, called Waiting for Brantley. Mm-hmm. So. Okay. And I played with them for, I don't know, I guess another 4 years. It seems like they've been playing for 4 years. So. Mm-hmm.
Oh, and I forgot about Together Tomorrow. Yeah, that was after Waiting for Brantley. Okay.
Well, yeah, that was after Waiting for Brantley.
And that was about
that
4
was another
years.
4 years.
You 4-yearing it to death, man. Shit.
Yeah, we're developing a pattern here.
Yeah.
Whiskey Kiss has actually officially been together for 4 years this February. So.
Oh, shit. Oh, good Lord. Look out, Whiskey Kiss. No, I'm kidding. I have, that's one band I have not seen you play with yet. Of course, I saw you with Simply Human back in the day. Played some shows with y'all.
We actually played some shows together.
Yeah. Actually, I played bass one show for, for
God,
Simply Human. The Green Room down in Hattiesburg. Yeah. I think I was fired the next day or some shit. I really wasn't a bass player, but I wasn't never in the band. I was just filling in, but it was fun though. Never had played bass live.
About that.
Yeah. Let's see what else. Hell, was that the same weekend that I think you've done it 4 or 5 times, but didn't you tear your damn hand up on something in the trailer that night?
Oh yeah, that's when
your thumb or something. I don't remember what the hell it was, but it was something that weekend.
Yeah, I was helping a band unload their trailer.
Mm-hmm.
I was helping them rearrange some stuff, getting some stuff out of the trailer, and actually a huge PA speaker fell down and caught my ring finger on my right hand, like on a bass cab, man. It messed it up. Yeah, like 12 stitches. I'm lucky I didn't lose it, but yeah. That was real fun.
Yeah, exactly. All right. So you did a little stint with Waiting for Brantley, 4 years. And let's see. Y'all put out 2 CDs, right? Or was there one put out before without you, or how did that? Well, I couldn't remember how it worked. I know you did one.
They had a full record before I joined and an EP. Mm-hmm. That's kind of where they were at when I joined, and then I joined them, and me and Steven, the singer, we pretty much co-wrote the whole next record, and then we went to South Carolina to record with this producer named Eric Bass, he's the bass player now in Shinedown, so that was pretty cool experience to
I could
imagine. Get there and work with.
Since he's joined the band,
working with somebody like him.
Oh yeah, since he's joined band, it's their style has changed a lot. I mean, they still sound like Shinedown, of course, because of Brent, but one of my most favorite rock bands of all time, man. I mean, they keep growing, but it's not in a weird kind of way, and I just read last night that they're working on a new album, and it's going to be this is actually the first one the last one Eric didn't produce, but this one he's going to full produce, and it's just him. He's doing mix down, doing everything, so I can't wait to hear it, because I love what he does, man. He is, and he has helped. Go ahead.
Was it? I was just saying, I've been a huge fan of those guys since, like, that first record came out. I mean, freaking well.
I'll never forget the damn night at Buffalo Wild Wings. They were having karaoke, and you some bitches in Simply Human signed my ass up to go sing that damn song.
Yeah, little secret sign up we did.
I did pretty damn good, I have to say. I'm not used to singing in 440, but it was a little hard to hit those notes.
Old Brand run for his money.
Shit, I don't know about that, but I tell you what, man, they lit me up, a fire under me for a while, and but I just got burnt out, But it happens.
That's awesome. Like I said, working with Eric, and like you said, hearing some of their new music, and after him working with us on our stuff, I can hear some of his producing influences. His producer influences in it from him working with us, which is kind of cool to like hear that,
Oh,
so,
yeah,
cool. We actually got to work with that guy, so.
Mm-hmm. Well, he's actually brought so much more to the band, not with just music-wise and his talent, but his singing ability to fucking push.
Yeah.
Brent. Oh my God, man, those two together is just wow. So.
Yeah. It's pretty insane. Eric's pretty much any instrument he touches, he can play, and he's really good at any of them. So.
Oh yeah.
It's definitely definitely awesome to get to know him and work with him like we did back in the day. And it's been a while back, but
Yeah.
it was still something I'll never forget.
Oh, hell no.
Working with him for that 2 weeks. So.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's cool, man. That's cool. And, nothing against Eric, but we're going back on to you now. We're not worried about him. So this is about Sam. Anyway,
right.
So, Together Tomorrow, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay.
From down close to around Biloxi. That's actually when I moved from. I was living up close to Hattiesburg and all that stuff because that's where Waiting for Brant was based out of. And
Mm-hmm.
things kind of went south of us towards the end, and I got an opportunity, a call to
Mm-hmm.
get part of these guys from the coast. So I moved down here to the coast and played with them for about 4 years.
Yeah, I remember when you actually called me and talked to me about there was another band and this, and you had an opportunity, and me, I'm like the big brother. I'm telling you, to shoot for your dreams, stay in music, but definitely get the hell out of Mississippi. You got out of Jackson, but you're still in Mississippi.
Yeah,
but
huh?
you're you're almost out.
Yeah.
So, and you know what?
I live right on the state line of Mobile, so
Okay.
Alabama right into Mobile, so I'm almost out.
Yeah. Well, after talking to some of these guys I've been talking to, doing podcasts with and everything, I kind of realized, I came to a realization that it was not Mississippi. It was not Jackson.
Nah.
It's not Louisiana. It's not anywhere. It's the scene there. It's not that place's fault. Most of the time you have to be in the right place at the right time. That's why, and I don't mean get out of Mississippi, get out on the road, go places, because you're not going to be seen in Jackson unless you're lucky, but you will have a better chance being seen in Texas, New York, Florida, Seattle, California. You know what I'm saying? So,
That's for sure.
Nashville. Shit, Nashville's a haven for music. I mean, I know it's a lot of country, but
Yeah.
Hey, there's people out there. Somebody may like your sound. You never know.
That's true, man.
So that hit me the other day, and I was like, "You're such a dumbass. Why you been telling everybody to get the hell out of Mississippi?" I guess it's because I was wanting to get out of Mississippi so damn bad.
Yeah.
So So did
I was wanting to get out of Jackson bad, and I've moved down. I've moved down to the Biloxi area is where I'm living now, and I honestly love it down there. I mean, there's gigs to be played every day of the week. I mean, if you want to do that, I mean, people are out.
You have been for the last few years
and whatnot, but
you have slowed down a little bit.
What's up?
Well, I said you have done that for a few years now. I've been doing, I know one year you played 300 plus shows, and then, but I know you've dwindled down since then. You're maintaining about, I guess,
a little
around
bit.
200.
I mean, like I said, that was never happening in Jackson. I mean, you were a weekend warrior. When you had to live there, you didn't really get to play much during the week just because.
Oh yeah.
Doing a lot of that there. I mean, I really enjoyed this area. They're living down here. I mean, people down here like music a lot because there's a lot of it down here. So
yeah, that's good. Well, I always found that the trouble in Jackson was if it wasn't on the radio, they didn't want to hear it.
So true. Yeah.
I hate to say that, but it's true, and I'm sure there's other places like that, that right there is why I'm sure you're playing cover songs and originals, because if you want the gigs and want the money, I mean, shit, you got to play what people want to hear, unfortunately. It's a double-edged sword.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, you can either go play your music, if you're just kind of like we are, and a lot of people doesn't know your music. You can either go play it to an empty room and stay true to that, or you can go get paid and play a few of your songs per set and get paid and make a living, and people be there and buy your stuff. And it's just, like you said, it's kind of the price you have to pay.
Yeah.
sometimes, you know what I mean? It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah. I mean, but it comes down to a lot of factors. You have to have good product, which is your songs. You have to have
like, for sure.
you have to have good musicianship. Well, let's just say to have a long stay,
Good.
you have to have good musicianship.
Yeah.
There's bands out there that get signed
enough.
and suck ass, and one fucking song makes them $10 million, and then you never hear from them again, or you don't want to hear from them again.
Right.
We'll just put it that way.
Right.
But then you got you got to have a niche, some sort of niche. It doesn't have to be the same thing as everybody else, but you have to have a niche. Could be your vocalist is the shit. Could be the way you dress. Could be the songs you write.
Yeah.
Could be just your personality. I mean, there's all kinds of things that get people in the door, and that's the next thing. You got to have people in the door, because an A&R rep is not going to come see you if you're not making noise. And to make noise,
Right.
you have to have people coming to see you. And
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, it's the hardest freaking business in the world to break into, I believe.
Yeah. It is, man. It really is tough. But, I mean, like everything you just said there, I mean, I couldn't agree more. I mean, there's got to be
Too many factors
some
almost.
kind of niche.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you got to look. I mean, in this day and age, you got to have some kind of image. That's the way it seems like it is now. Otherwise,
Yeah.
Well, I tell people all the time, because we dress a little on the crazier side of things. But I always tell people they listen with their eyes now. You know what I mean? They gotta see you before they hear you. And that's
Well, you know what? That's the same way it was in the 80s. The 70s, it was
Right.
totally different. The 70s and the 60s,
Yeah.
they may have had a little bit of flair, but, I mean, did Led Zeppelin
They
dress
listened
up?
first.
And
Right.
No, they fucking had on bell-bottom jeans and a fucking button-up shirt. I mean,
Yep.
that was the 70s, and then the 80s came, and it was, right out of the disco phase, and then you got the punk phase coming out of England, and they're all
Right.
dressed fucking crazy, and so 80s had their own sound, but they had to they look like girls, and that was
Right.
that was the cool thing. I mean, shit, I liked it. I loved the hell out of it.
Yeah, it was awesome.
I even looked like a damn girl sometimes when I played. Anyway, besides that, so Together Tomorrow, did y'all ever do a album or anything?
We never did an album together. They had an album whenever I joined, and the whole reason for me doing Together Tomorrow is they just got a pretty big management deal with a guy that's, he's done some pretty big stuff, and he's the one that kind of put Three Doors Down on the map, and he had some ties in with like the manager of Matchbox 20 and all these kind of things. The guy that does some big stuff, so he just had us in the studio recording. It wasn't for an album, but it was strictly just to shop the labels. That was
Right.
We ended up. We actually did. I mean, I guess we really made 2 albums because we put out about 20 songs, but we just, no labels ever really.
Never pressed them.
Yeah,
Never did all that. Yeah.
I mean, they were sent out to labels, but like I said, I mean, I guess I was in this band. I guess it was about 4 or 5 years ago. It was just, music just changed a lot, and we were doing more of kind of like a Lighthouse kind of sound. You know what I mean? And it just wasn't really what was cool at the time we were doing it. So I mean,
Well,
it just didn't happen for us. Like hasn't happened for a million other bands. So it's just kind of an unfortunate situation. But I mean, we played some pretty killer shows though under that management. So I mean, I got that experience to have, So.
Oh yeah, that's always worth it.
I wouldn't change it for nothing.
Yeah. So now let's get to Whiskey Kiss, and to tell you what, I love that name. If I was a fucking A&R guy sitting back, which I mean, I know it's a lot different now than it used to be, But if I was an A&R guy
Right.
sitting up in my office and I was, smoking on my stogie and, one hand I was flipping money and shit, smelling green,
I can see you doing that.
and with my feet propped up and shit on my big ass desk, and all of a sudden somebody brought this CD in and threw it on the table and said, I said, "The fuck is that shit?" And they go, "Well, it's let's just say it's unsolicited. It came in the mail. We didn't ask for it." And I was like, "Yeah." And I pick it up to throw it away, and I see Whiskey Kiss, the name, and I go, "Fuck yeah, I would stick it in and listen to it just because of the damn name."
Check it out. Well, that's cool. I appreciate that, man.
It
seems like it stuck pretty well, but it seems like when you're always coming up with a band name, anything is really stupid, and that's we kind of thought that when we first started. And
it's really not.
It really stuck, So
I mean,
we're
seriously, I stole my name from fucking STP, Unglued, when I had that band together.
Yeah.
I mean, Godsmack. I don't care what they say. They stole their fucking name from who is Alice in Chains.
Yeah.
I mean, it happens, man. It happens.
Yeah.
I heard some band name Drop Trowel or some crap, and I'm like, that's Tool,
That was actually a Coast band.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. So I mean, yeah, believe me, it's not dumb. I'd use the Outsiders. You were in the Outsiders for a few days, for a while. You played some shows with me.
I know. Yep.
So that's cool.
Speaking of that, I need you to send me some Outsider music, man. I don't even know where I can find it anymore. I actually tried to look it up the other day, and I couldn't find it.
Well, it's hard to find because there was a bunch of bands called the Outsiders, which I never knew that, and then also the Outsiders, the movie and the book. So it's hard to find the Outsiders, with me. But it's on iTunes. I mean, I'll send you a CD. Don't worry about that shit. But it's on iTunes. It's on Google Music. It's on. Oh shit, dude! It's every freaking where. But when you try to look it up, you can't pull it up unless you got to search my name and the Outsiders and the name of the CD, which is Read Between the Lines, and it should pull it up then. So yeah, you just do all that.
I was on YouTube, and I think I was YouTubing trying to find some live stuff. I just couldn't remember if we had anything. I think I was just bored on a ride the other day.
Well, I got some live things, but it was mainly just me and Trent and Corey Wynn from Fuse X. He was. We went down to Tampa, played a big ass festival, and when we went on stage, of course, we were early in the morning. We played for nobody, but actually there was about 5 people watching. I hate to say that, but it fucking happens.
Yeah.
And then I go and play at Local Bazooka in Boston, where Godsmack got their start, and played in front of probably 10,000 people. So yeah, that was awesome. You just never know.
You win some, you lose some.
Yeah, exactly. But
I think everybody knows that as a musician.
Oh yeah, but I'll definitely send you that, and I'll even send you a copy of Unglued. Everything's Blue with it's even got a couple of the same songs on it. But play with different people.
I've lost all my stuff over the years jumping around. I can't ever keep up with the CD.
Yeah, well, that's why you got to get you some hard drives, man, and put everything on them. What are they called?
No flash drive.
External. Well, flash drives or external hard drives. And put all that shit on there, man, and put it back in the original box, and then that way you got it. So.
No kidding.
So Whiskey Kiss, man. Besides the name being badass, you sent me some new stuff that you're working on.
Yeah.
I like it. You sent me another one of one of the same songs, and I don't know which one is which because it showed up on the same. For some reason, I was getting emails in my junk mail, but then all of a sudden they started coming through my regular email, and I was like, "What the hell?"
So, I know we had some
some
issues getting it over to you.
Yeah. So, but What else is going on? I mean, besides y'all playing, you know, I know y'all play all the way up to Indiana, up here close to me, and then down, I mean, all over the coast. Now, is it
I mean,
just?
we're mostly.
Mm-hmm.
I was just saying, mostly southeastern area. You know, a lot of Florida stuff, especially like during the summer and stuff. We stay in Florida a good bit, and then more in the off season when it's cold and stuff, we'll venture out towards Louisiana. Like we played in Lake Charles this past Wednesday, so we like to. It's kind of like towards Louisiana, so it's more of our winter months, and then when it's summertime, we play in Florida, and we play House of Blues up in Myrtle Beach, and
Well, just remember, and I got some contacts I'm going to send you too, because since I started doing this podcast thing, I've talked to some cool people, but you know, dude, get over to Texas, up into Oklahoma, because Arkansas. Georgia, you know, summer is cool in Florida, but dude, there are summer festivals all over the place. You know, so we have got to get y'all in with the right people to do that. You know, man,
we're talking more and more about getting. Yeah, for sure. I mean, we're talking more and more about after this album comes out that we're gonna start pursuing that a little bit more. I mean. First of all, when we released our first record, whenever we were playing together for like 6 months, it just kind of was songs and stuff that we had wrote over the years together and just kind of threw them together and recorded. With this next one, you know, we're a little bit more tight as a band because obviously we've been a band for 4 years now. So this one's going to be a little more mature, and I think we're going to want to pursue more just original shows and festivals and stuff like you're talking about.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So
the thing is,
that's what we're hoping for.
Okay. Well, the beauty of that is you can book a tour of your original stuff and get offsetting dates playing covers, just to help. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's just you and a damn acoustic playing in a coffee shop. You make $100, that buys you food for the next. You know what I'm saying? Not just you, but the whole band.
Right.
You know, so definitely think about that. But yeah, I'm gonna get you in touch with those people. So who's in the band? It's you, and who else?
And singer Elise Thornton on vocals, and John Firth. He's our bass player, and then you got Nico Everett on drums.
Okay.
They're all based out of Hattiesburg. Me and Elise, the singer, we've actually been playing together off and on for 10 years as a acoustic duo, and then after.
Okay, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, we were in a band called Shades of Green, which is an acoustic duo that we just were playing around Hattiesburg whenever I wasn't playing, with waiting for Brantley / Together Tomorrow at the time. I would play with her. You know, and I'd actually make money when I played with her because she played at restaurants, and you know, she was actually one of the first people that I played with that I actually made money. I mean, for all those years I was just playing in the original band.
Oh yeah.
And I played with her, and I was like, I realized like, oh, I can actually make money doing this. It was
you didn't make shit playing with me. Because that's all we did was original.
I didn't make shit playing with anybody. But that was okay, though, man.
Well, I loved it.
I've never been in it for the money. I can promise you that. You know, if you do this for as long as people like you've done it and I've done it and other people that we know that've been doing it forever, you don't do it for the money. I mean, I wouldn't tell venues and club owners this, but I mean, I would, if I didn't get paid for it, I'd still do it. I just love doing it, you know?
Oh yeah. I know exactly what you mean. You know, I just had a thought, and I wish I could find pictures of it. I'll have to look and see, but do you remember me and you sitting on a fucking picnic table playing acoustic show?
In Raymond, wasn't it?
Dude, I can't remember. I think it was Raymond.
It was at that little
Raymond Day or some shit like that.
I think it was some kind of like record shop, wasn't it?
Oh, that's right.
I think that's one of the last times me and you actually played together, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think so. It was vinyl. It's a vinyl. Oh my God, man! They sell vinyl. They sell all kind of cool rock shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Little Big Store.
That's it.
That's it. Little Big Store in Raymond. Okay.
I remember that. Yeah, we just played out on that coffee table.
Yep.
No PA, just two dudes in an acoustic.
Yep. Yep. That was fun.
That was fun.
You know, dude, I haven't done that in so long. I don't know. I can't make myself do it. I don't know what it is. It's there's a block there.
Yeah.
So, any damn way. Yeah. Well, cool, Sam. Well, I will let you get off of here and go work out or whatever the hell you do. Go back to sleep.
Yeah, man. I only got 12 hours of sleep last night.
Only
so
got 12 hours of sleep at night. You hear that? Mandy said, hey.
Hey, what's up?
She can't hear you. Got the headphones on. But anyway, but yeah, good talking to you.
You too,
Get
man.
out
I
there.
appreciate you having me on, dude.
Oh yeah, get out there, kick some ass, man. Make it happen. You're
Always, man. Always trying to.
You know, you're one of the last ones I played with that's still, you know, well, I guess Murph's still doing it, Trent's still doing it, but I mean, you know, it's few and far between, man. Few and far between. So.
Hey, man, I'm sticking at it. I ain't good at nothing else. So.
Well, you know.
I gotta do this. But...
Well, you know, you did turn down and I gotta tell everybody this because I ragged your ass about it. You turned down a baseball scholarship to fucking play music.
Yeah, that I did.
I'm sure not many people know that about you, but you know, hey, it's but it is what it is. You know, you followed your heart, man.
Not too many people do.
Mm-hmm. You followed your heart.
Man, I think it paid off for me. I mean, guitar's paying the bills these days. I still don't. I don't see myself being a pro pitcher right now or anything. So I think I made the right choice.
All right, dude. Well, let me get off of here, and I'll let you run, and I'll let you know when I get this up because I'm going to use, I think, Holly something. What was the name of that song? You sent me?
Holy Roller Rock and Roller?
Yeah. I couldn't see the whole name, so that's why I was trying to,
Oh, yeah. He kind of sent it to me and just, like, abbreviated it. Kind of weird, so sorry.
Okay. All right. Well, cool, and hope you have a good show next week, and safe travels and all that good stuff. And we will. I'll definitely
appreciate it, man.
keep up with you and
tune in if you're
there.
bored one night.
Oh yeah, and I'll look at I'll look at the live feed from Sloppy Joe's and see if see if I can see something.
Cool, man. Yeah.
All right, dude. Well, we'll holler at you later.
Go easy on me.
Oh yeah, I will.
All right, man.
I do.
All right, bro. Later.
Well, that's all for today's episode. I want to thank Sam for coming on. Thanks to all my listeners. Thanks to everyone who wants to play an instrument, play live music. Go to Blevins Nation on Facebook. I'm running a birthday donation for 2 music schools. Fondren Guitars School of Music, Patrick Harkins in Mississippi, in Fondren, Jackson, Mississippi, and Acadiana School of the Arts, run by Joe Gary of Spank the Monkey. They are located in Lafayette, Louisiana. The money raised will go to these 2 schools to help with kids who cannot afford to try it out. They are both on Facebook. Acadiana School of the Arts and Fondren Guitars. Thanks again to everyone. Support live music, local, regional, and national. Until next week.